Welcome to our second video tutorial. In this particular video tutorial, we are going to look at how to change the Python base interpreter in PyCharm. And the second thing, we are going to look at how to write our very first program in Python, and we are going to run it both from the command prompt and from the PyCharm IDE. But before we dive into that, there are some emphasis I want to lay on, that is on what we call the pip bucket manager during the installation. That is what I want as the first thing I want us to lay emphasis on, because it is one of those modules which are going to be very critical during the development and the learning process of this Python tutorial. But before that, uh, since we are going to be developing programs here, it is good to understand or to know what a program is. The first thing, a program is basically a set of step-by-step detailed instructions that tell the computer how to solve a problem. The basics or the basic idea of us having a programming language, it is basically designed to enable us human beings and the computer meet at a given middle ground, so that we are able to communicate to one another. Remember, computers, as I said, what I could want to from you, it is that just basic understanding of computer. And by that, you could have known that the computers just understand strings of zeros and ones. Therefore, a programming language is basically meant to talk to the computer. That is, you, the human being, you key in or write instructions in that programming language. Once you compile it, then the machine, they are converted into zeros and ones, which the computer can understand, then execute them. Another thing maybe to just lay emphasis on, it is that as a programmer, you must be too specific when you are giving your instructions. They must be to a particular to finer details. For instance, let me give you an example of a person who is walking, and this person, you want to give him or her a direction to get to a particular point. The first instruction, remember here we have said it is step by step detailed instructions. So the first the thing you are going to tell this person, for instance, it is walk straight 100 meters, depending which directions were you facing on. Maybe you are facing towards your north direction, so you are telling this person walk north 100 meters. That is the first set of instruction. It is very specific. You do not introduce words, phrases like or 90 meters. No, just be specific. If it is 100, it is 100. Then you give instruction B, turn left. After walking for 100 meters, this person is supposed to turn left. After turning left, is supposed to walk 5 meters, and the last instruction is on your right. If this person was going to a person's house, then you tell this person on your right is Mr. Programmer's house. Therefore, those are what we call a set of instructions that you have given a person to get to Mr. Programmer's house. So let us see how to change the base interpreter for the base interpreter in PyCharm. So fire up your PyCharm. You go to the file menu, or from the file menu I want us to create a new project. In this case I'm going to give it the name learning Python. We just uncheck create main arrow script, then you click on create the project. I want to open in this window. Yours might not be the case. Wait for it to prepare for us a space. So as you can see, our folder here is empty. I want you to right click on that particular folder, go to the new, then I want you to select Python file. I want you to give this file hello underscore world, then press enter from your keyboard. The file has been created. Once the file has been created, to change the base interpreter, just click on the file, go to the settings. On the settings, let us wait for the menu to pop up. I want you to go to what we call the project folder here. You can expand by clicking that left pointing arrow, then go to what we call Python interpreter. For the new installations, this might be reading the Python 3.10 VNV. So I want you to change to the new interpreter which has been configured, which it will pick from the system. Just click Python 3.10. After you've changed that, then click OK and you are good to go. The other thing that I wanted to stress before we write anything there, it is that, remember from the last video tutorial, I told you to download the Python interpreter. I will go to the Python interpreter, open to whatever location where this .exe file was downloaded to, and the thing I want to emphasize is this about the pip in installer. So as you can see, it has detected that I've already installed it. Just to go to custom installation, and this is the package that I want you during your installation. If you didn't install this, ensure that it is checked during the installation. Ensure that it is checked, then you can click next and you can pretty much leave this one to the defaults. Just leave this location to the defaults, then install. So in my case, I'm not going to install that because already I've installed it. Yes, I want to cancel. And then the next thing, after we have learned that, just close everything, go back to the PyCharm, the file which we've created. Then I want us to write our first program. Just type in print, with opening and closing brackets, then double quotation marks, then write the word hello world. After you've written that, just save your work. I want you to run this file. How do you run it? You can just right click that file, then from the pop-up menu that appears, I want you to select this one, run hello world. Click it, and as you can see, it has given us an output there. in the console output of the PyCharm, which is hello world. How can you run the same in a CMD? That is the command prompt. Just from the search bar there, just search, type command prompt, open it. After you've opened it, remember during our testing, when you want to enter into the Python interpreter mode, just type the word Python and enter. Write the same script there that we have written, print, then open your brackets, opening quotation mark, hello, comma, world, then closing quotation marks and the closing bracket. On your keyboard, just press enter, and the output, it is similar to what you get from this IDE, that is the integrated development environment. So basically that is how you can write a very simple program in Python, and in fact you've become a programmer by writing that just a simple program. That is how simple it is. Remember, we said Python is very simple to learn. With that single line, you've known how to write a simple program in Python. I could want to take this opportunity to thank you for taking your time to watch. Please consider subscribing. Also leave your comment under the comment section below under this particular video tutorial, and also don't forget to like and share this video tutorial, and as always hit that notification bell so that you can get notified when I release new video tutorials. Thanks for watching.